Ladies and gentlemen, within each of us lies a strength we often overlook. A flame that flickers at times, yet never truly dies. That strength is our willpower, our ability to rise, to move forward even when everything seems to hold us back. Life is not always kind. Failures, losses, and disappointments accumulate like shadows on our path. But remember this: every pain carries a lesson. Every fall is an opportunity to stand up stronger. How many times have you doubted yourself? How often have you let fear dictate your choices? And yet, you are still here, standing, breathing, capable. True courage does not mean the absence of fear, but the determination to continue despite it. Look around you. The people you admire, those who inspire you, did not escape hardship. They faced it, walked through it, and emerged stronger. Today, I invite you to make a choice, a simple yet powerful choice, to stop defining yourself by your failures and start defining yourself by your resilience. To look at your reflection and see not your wounds, but your strength. Today, I invite you to make a choice, a simple yet powerful choice, to stop defining yourself by your failures and start defining yourself by your resilience. To look at your reflection and see not your wounds, but your strength. You have the right to dream, to believe, to hope. You have the power to build the life you deserve. But it all begins with a decision, a promise you make to yourself. The promise never to give up. When the storms of life rise, remember that the greatest victories are born from the hardest battles. Every scar is proof of your survival. Every tear you've shed has nourished your soul and made you stronger. Surround yourself with those who lift you up, who believe in your potential even when you doubt it. Because no one succeeds alone. Seek support, dare to ask for help, and above all, never let loneliness dim your light. There were nights when you felt lost, nights when the silence was deafening, and the weight of your thoughts felt unbearable. You stared at the ceiling, hoping for sleep to bring an escape, but instead the memories played on repeat. The words left unsaid, the moments you wish you could change, the regrets that clung to you like shadows. And then came the mornings, the ones where getting out of bed felt like a battle in itself. You put on a brave face, smiled when you needed to, and whispered, "I'm fine," even when your soul was screaming otherwise. You carried the weight of your fears like armor, convincing yourself that if no one saw your pain, then maybe, just maybe, it wasn't real. But it was. You know the ache of loneliness, even when surrounded by others. You know the exhaustion of pretending to be strong when every part of you wants to crumble. And yet, you kept going. Day after day, step after step, you fought through it. And that is the very definition of strength. Because strength isn't loud. It isn't always the roar of triumph or the grand victories that the world celebrates. Sometimes, strength is simply choosing to stand when your legs are trembling. It's opening your eyes when everything inside you begs to stay asleep. It's believing, even when every voice in your head tells you to give up. And maybe there were moments when you did stumble. Times when you broke down, when the tears fell uncontrollably, when you questioned if you had anything left to give. But listen to me. You did not break. You bent beneath the storm, but you did not shatter. You are still here, breathing, fighting, and that matters. You may feel like no one sees the battle you're fighting, but I see it. And I want you to know that your pain is not a sign of weakness. It's proof of your courage. Every tear you shed, every time you stood back up, that was strength. But now it's time for something more. It's time to step out from under the weight of what has been and step into the light of what could be. You are not chained to your past. Your mistakes, your failures, your regrets. They are not your identity. They are chapters of your story, but they are not the whole book. And the pages ahead, they are still unwritten. So stand tall. Let go of the shame. Forgive yourself for the times you fell, and celebrate the fact that you rose. You are not weak because you struggled. You are strong because you endured. And now, it's time to claim the life that was always meant to be yours. Because this world needs you. Your heart, your resilience, your story. You are enough. You always have been, and you always will be. Keep going. You can continue carrying the weight of yesterday, or you can lay it down. You can stay in the shadows of fear, or you can step boldly into the light of your own becoming. Every heartbeat is a reminder that you are still alive, still capable of rewriting your story. No more hiding. No more shrinking yourself to fit the expectations of others. You were not made to merely survive. You were made to thrive, to love, to create, to stand tall and say, "This is who I am, and I will not apologize for it." The world may not always see your strength, but that does not diminish it. You know what you've endured. You know how far you've come, and that is enough. So stay in. Not because life is easy, but because you are strong. Not because the path is clear, but because you are brave enough to walk it anyway. And when the doubts return, because they will, remember this moment. Remember that you are the author of your story, and no one else gets to hold the pen. Your past has shaped you, but it does not define you. Your strength has carried you, but your courage will lead you. Now go. Live with purpose. Love without fear. And most of all, believe in the unstoppable force that is you. Because you are enough. You always have been, and you always will be.